2014. It's been a great year, but where do we begin? How about our trip to the Hot Air Balloon Festival in Lake Havasu, Arizona? It was a fabulous mini trip with friends who are more like family. We were hoping to meet these two island friends in Lake Havasu, but they had yet to make their annual trek south from Minnesota. But when they did, they stopped in, as that's what good island neighbors do. BFFs from Lamar were some of our first visitors to our Arizona home in 2014. We had a lot of touristy day trips and ate too much at night. Then it was off to Texas in March to meet up with my sister Kathleen and her husband Gene in a place we called home for the majority of our childhood, Baytown, Texas. There we attended an old-fashioned neighborhood reunion. We hugged it up and chatted it up with childhood friends we hadn't seen or heard from in more than 45 years. While in Texas, we popped in on great aunts and uncles, loving cousins,
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
and our precious 100 years young great aunt Irene. Our next stop was the Alamo in San Antonio for some historical time with the ancestors at the Library of the Daughters of the Republic of Texas. Yep, our ancestry goes deep into the heart of Texas, but it wasn't all business. We made time for some tourist fun as well. By early March, we were in the racing mode, and son Jeff and grandson Jackson drove out from Indio, California to attend the Phoenix NASCAR races, which, by the way, had the most awesome flyover ever to help kick off their racing event. And for all of you Danica fans, that's her car in the pit, and yes, that's Tony Stewart. How cool is that? When Easter rolled around, I was itching to visit the grandsons in Utah, where I was the official family photographer, and this is pretty much how the picture taking went. The Garcias gave me one more chance in October as a family photographer, and it actually went a lot better. Oh, and of course, the Grammy and grandkid selfies. They were a must-do. Jeff, Larry's oldest, kept us up to date every Friday night with grandson Jackson's football highlights by taking the play-by-play into the world of high-tech by texting. It made us old radio heads feel like we were hanging out by the teletype once again. And when we could, we traveled the short distance to Bauer Resort. Yep, that's Larry on the punting green there in Jeff Emil's backyard. The highlight of the whole trip was getting to watch Jackson's expert quarterback plays in person.
There you go! Go, David, go!
Oh, no, go forward.
Good.
And so the first several months of 2014 was spent busy with friends popping in or us popping out. Usually with Larry being the gentleman he is, giving the ladies a ride on his bike. And so we made our way to the lake once again the summer of 2014, where we laid in some significant wood for next year's cold spells. We also put in a new patio, bought a new riding lawnmower, and out of necessity replaced our shower in the master bath, but sorry, no pictures for that, we were just too busy. When we did slow down, we made it to the Indy 500 with our nephew Doug. We spent a very special hour with our favorite granddaughter Justine, then oldest grandson Josh dropped in at the cabin for some precious time, helping split even more wood. One summer highlight was attending the 50th anniversary of two very close friends. I went kayaking with Paula Hunt. We took in a Mickey Gilley concert with Sandy and Daryl Solberg. We went speedboating with island neighbors Lori and Phil Larson, and lunch, which looks more like drinks, with Jeff Herbert. We accidentally sunk the booger boat again. I caught a fish. Larry bought a truck. We built campfires and took selfies. Witnessed foggy mornings. Enjoyed a plethora of sunsets and pontoon rides. We grew and harvested a beautiful garden. Our apples were slowly picked off by an apple bandit. But we managed to save enough to make apple pie in a jar. Finally, I wrote a couple of kid books about my grandson Cash and his many adventures. By October 1st, we were hauling office items in the booger boat across the channel, loading the trailer, shutting down the cabin, storing the pontoon and the old lake wagon, and moving for the 12th time since 2002 south for the winter. On our way home, we made a special stop to visit more family friends who we will treasure forever. Once back in Arizona, we picked up where we left off with good friends. Paco made a new friend and shared some ice cream. I had a surprise birthday visit from my daughter and 2 sisters. It was a very covert operation, headed by my husband. I wonder what else he's kept quiet over the years. Grandson number 1 popped in again and got to drive Grandpa's old Pontiac. And I made more wine. Which brings us to the end of 2014. At this time, we're decorating the house for the holidays and anticipating a bright new year. Until next time, Merry Christmas, everyone. Very Happy New Year, and God bless.